Okay, princess. What the hell are you doing out of bed?
I'm getting dressed.
No, you're not. You're very sick and you need to be in bed. And if you don't go to bed yourself, I'm going to pick you up and I'm going to throw you in bed. Okay? No. I know you went through all this work to pack, but you're just going to have to do it all over again when you're better.
I'm going to wear that today.
No.
No.
Terrible color combinations anyway.
I
Boots,
like.
they stay. Into bed. Here we go.
No. I'm not.
Felicia, it's obvious that you are sick.
I feel fine.
You're very warm.
I'm a very warm person.
I think I could argue that point.
Yeah, you could argue a lot of points. Now, would you please just leave me alone?
No, I'm not going to until Tony says it's all right for you to travel.
I've wasted enough time already. I want to go to Mexico and see about the treasure.
That can wait.
No, it can't. Let me make the bed.
You know, you very seldom listen to me. Do you know that? No, you're going to stay here. Okay?
Get off me!
Not until you promise me that you're going to stay in bed.
Oh! You're nothing but a big bully.
Oh, I know, and I'm concerned about your health. That's what I am.
Would you just go away?
Go away. You tell me to come down here. You begged me to. We make a deal. Now you tell me to go away. It's obvious that you're losing your mind. You can't make up a decision.
No, I just want to find the treasure, please.
Well, you'll find it if it's there. But in the meantime, there's no reason to rush. It's not like somebody's going to take it.
You know, perhaps if Sean Donnelly were in Mexico, I wouldn't feel so badly about Felicia going down there.
I didn't think you were that high on him, though.
Oh, you know, I have mixed feelings about him. He seems like a good man, but I'm just not at all sure that it's proper for him to be paying for Felicia's education.
And yet you don't mind her staying at his villa.
Ah, well, Frisco will be with her. And, of course, Sean really does know Mexico.
And she is certainly determined to get down there.
Thank you, dear. I just wish that she were content enough to stay here with Frisco and enjoy the place the way you two do.
Well, we certainly have.
Yes, we have.
Oh.
This is probably one of the most romantic places I've ever been in my entire life.
Well, you two are so much in love that I think you'd make any place you are romantic.
Probably. Oh, I wish you could have come to the wedding.
I do, too. It was darling of you to invite me. And, Doctor, I really want to thank you very, very much for looking after Felicia.
Oh, it's not a problem.
Well, it's a shame to make you work on your honeymoon.
No, I told you don't worry about it. Actually, Felicia's in very good health other than the flu bug.
Shh, don't let her hear you say that. She'll be out the door in a second.
Well, I could say that if she goes back to Mexico, she could have a relapse, and it's not a lie.
She could?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she doesn't take care of herself.
Hello,
You mentioned
dear.
Felicia?
We're just talking about Felicia's health.
Oh, yeah, she's still got a fever.
Mm-hmm. She's probably going to have it for several days.
Ah, I just wish she would put this whole heritage and treasure thing behind her. You know, she's just, well, that's what's making her ill.
No, forget it. She is more determined than ever to go.
She's absolutely obsessed by it.
You're right. She is obsessed. But, you know, the best way to deal with an obsession is to come face to face with it.
Wait a minute, you're telling me that you want her to go find the treasure?
Yeah, that's right, brother. We're going to go. And she's going to see that there's absolutely nothing to it, and she'll be able to get it all out of her system once and for all.
Unless, of course, there's a treasure.
Well, we'll deal with one problem at a time, okay?
Going off into the jungle like this.
I know the territory.
Well, last time you had Robert and Sean and Luke to back you up.
Last time there were other people looking for the treasure. This time it's just Frisco and me.
Oh, Felicia, I just don't understand you. You have so much good going on in your life right now.
It's the frosting on the cake.
Well, I would think that Frisco would be enough sweetness in your life for now.
Oh, Grandmother, let's not get into that right now.
He's a wonderful man, Felicia, and he obviously adores you. Do you know how many women there are in the world who would give their lives to be in the position you're in?
I have a heritage I have to recover. That's what makes me different from those other women.
You don't have to recover anything, dear.
Yes, I do. And it's not just for me, it's for you, too, and this whole
Felicia,
place.
darling, all I want is your happiness.
We would all be very happy if we found the treasure. Just think. We could restore this hacienda. We could make it something really special, Grandmother.
Look, Felicia, I don't mind working. But what I do mind is you're putting yourself in a lot of danger.
How many times do I have to tell you that I won't be
You're
in danger?
expecting to just sort of walk in there and pick up the treasure.
If it's there, it's mine. And I can't think of a single person that can stop me now.
Oh, that's why I have to see.
I knew I should have taken a shot.
Hello.
Hi. Now, what are you wrinkling your nose about?
Smells like you've been hanging around the wrong crowd.
My city boy, what you need to do is go out and taste the country air. Go for a ride, maybe.
No, thanks.
It's beautiful country. You ought to ride, Frisco.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to level this off
For what?
to match this. It opens the crypt.
Well, why don't you just use the scepter?
Well, you see, it's an heirloom, and it'd be tough to get it into Mexico. Impossible, actually.
Frisco, can I ask you a question about Felicia?
The answer is yes. She really does believe that there's treasure. Really.
And I know she says that, but does she really believe it?
You know how sick she is, and she's still totally committed to it. She believes it.
What about you?
I'm along for the ride.
So you don't believe there's a treasure?
Well, not actually that I don't believe it. About as much as there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, huh?
But then again, there might still be a treasure.
Well, for my sake, let's hope not. But on the other hand...
I hope you were going to say, for my sake, you hope it is.
Yeah, I took the words right out of my mouth.
Good. Because I'm not giving up until I recover and claim what is rightfully my family's.
But didn't you go down there, Felicia, before and not come up with anything?
That's because we looked in the wrong place.
You know something? I'm beginning to believe there might be a treasure.
There is. And it's just waiting for me to find it.
Don't forget our agreement, Princess.
Oh, I keep up my end of the bargain if you keep up yours.
Now, what's that?
Well, we agreed that if there's no treasure, that Felicia comes back to Port Charles. Makes a commitment to me.
Looks like either way, you get a treasure.
I've been working on this.
To Mexico.
You know, I didn't do too bad of a job, considering the closest thing I got to a shop class was a car wreck.
Felicia, is it true you're going to Mexico tomorrow?
That's right.
Tony, do you think she's up to it?
No, I wouldn't advise it.
I feel fine.
Why don't you let Tony decide that?
Because knowing you, you put him up to saying that I have something dreadful when I don't, just so that I can't go.
Why didn't I think of that?
Felicia, you really are determined to go down to Mexico and find that treasure, aren't you?
Even if I have to go by myself.
Oh, don't worry. You're not going to have to go by yourself. Just remember our agreement.
What agreement is that?
Well, we won't go into that right now.
Tell your grandmother so it puts her mind at ease.
Frisco made me agree.
I did not make you.
You practically did.
But you just tell her.
Frisco agreed to come to Mexico with me on one condition. That if there is no treasure, that I return to Port Charles with him and be with him and completely forget about finding the treasure.
Well, now, that's an agreement that I like.
Well, you guys aren't taking this very seriously.
I'm here, aren't I?
Waiting for me to fall flat on my face. Well, I'm not going to. This time tomorrow, I just may have realized my dream. I just may have recovered that Aztec and Habsburg gold that is rightfully our family.